Hi, my name is Bojanabastadamjanovic and I am a language teacher from Belgrade, Serbia. If you need to learn some basic Serbian or Croatian, Montenegrin, Bosnian for that matter, you are at the right place. Here on this channel, I will be frequently uploading video lessons that can get you started. I am a language teacher who has worked a lot with foreigners who are trying to learn Serbian for all different reasons that you might imagine. Maybe your partner or your spouse is from Serbia, or maybe your business brings you here, or you are second or third generation of Serbian people who live who knows where in the world, so you would like to speak a little bit of the language that your ancestors used to speak. Whatever your reason might be, I'm here to provide full support through these video lessons and also by offering online classes for all of you who might be interested in that form of learning. So please feel free to contact me. All my contact information is below this video, my email and my phone number where I can be reached at any time. One more thing that I would like to mention before we get started with our first Serbian lesson is that I also have a textbook Serbian for beginners. This is the textbook that I put together while working with my students from all over the world who were trying to master this elementary basic Serbian structures and vocabulary. So the textbook is really structured in short, comprehensive lessons where you get a lot of exposure to contemporary spoken Serbian, and where you get to learn a little bit of basic grammar structures that will help you get started. So let's get started. Let's learn today how to introduce ourselves in Serbian. That is lesson 1 in this book, Serbian for beginners. And of course, how else should we start but I'll teach you how to say my name is, okay? So you want to say my name is and then fill in the gap. You say zovem se, okay? Zovem se and then add your name. Zovem se Bojana, okay? Zovem se Bojana. Kako se ti zoveš? What's your name? Kako se ti zoveš? Zovem se, and then say your name. Instead of saying zovem se, you can also say ja se zovem, okay? Ja se zovem Bojana. Zovem se Bojana. Now you say your name in these two ways. Ja se zovem, and then the name. Or zovem se, and then your name. When you're asking a person what is your name, you say kako se zoveš? Kako se zoveš? Ja se zovem Bojana. Kako se ti zoveš? What's your name? Ja se zovem Marko, for example. So you have already noticed that I'm using two different forms. Zovem se, first person singular. Zoveš se, second person singular. So like in other languages that you might have learned so far, French, Italian, Spanish, we do conjugate verbs depending on the person who's speaking. That's what makes learning Serbian so fun, right? So zovem se Bojana, zoveš se Marko. When you're trying to ask about the third person, for example, I want to ask what's your wife's name, what's your husband's name, what's your partner's name, and so on, I need to use the third form, and that is zove, zove se. Kako se zove? Kako se zove tvoj muž? What is your husband's name? Kako se zove tvoj muž? Moj muž se zove Ranko. Kako se zove tvoja žena? What's your wife's name? Zove se Ana, for example. Her name is Anna. So one more time, the question for what is your name is kako se zoveš? Kako se zoveš? The answer is zovem se, and then add your name, or say ja se zovem, okay? Ja se zovem Bojana. A ti? Kako se zoveš? Okay. And then the third person singular has a different form. Zove se. So zovem se, zoveš se, zove se. Kako se zove tvoja mama? What's your mom's name? You would reply, zove se, and then just add her name. Kako se zove tvoj tata? What's your father's name? Zove se, and just add his name. Kako se zove tvoj muž? What's your husband's name? Zove se, add the name. Kako se zove tvoja žena? What's your wife's name? Zove se, and add a name. Wonderful. In the book, you will see all this explained in this way. So you have the structures, and then you have the English translation, and then you have a bunch of examples and a little bit of vocabulary for every unit. Here the vocabulary is basic, right? Muž, husband, žena, wife, mama, mom, tata, dad, and a few other words. And then you have short texts where you get to practice this phrase, zovem se, zoveš se, zove se. For example, listen to this short text and see how much you can understand. Ja se zovem Marija Ilić. Ja se zovem Marija Ilić. My name is Marija Ilić. Moj muž se zove Ivan Ilić. My husband's name is Ivan Ilić. Moja čerka se zove Sara. My daughter, čerka is daughter. My daughter's name is Sara. Moj sin se zove Nikola. My son's name is Nikola. Moja sestra se zove Ana. My sister's name is Anna. A moj brat se zove Marko. And my brother's name is Marko. Moja mama se zove Jelena. My mom's name is Jelena. A moj tata se zove Aleksa. And my father's name is Aleksa. And then you have some questions that will help you practice what you have just learned. So the first question goes, kako se zoveš? Kako se zoveš? Zovem se, and then add your name. Kako se zove tvoja mama? What's your mom's name? You would say zove se, and then you would add her name. Kako se zove tvoj tata? What's your dad's name? Zove se, put his name. Kako se zove tvoja žena? What's your wife's name? Zove se, add the name. Kako se zove tvoja sestra? What's your sister's name? Zove se, add her name. Kako se zove tvoj brat? What's your brother's name? Zove se, his name is, and then add the name. Kako se zove tvoja čerka? What's your daughter's name? Zove se. Kako se zove tvoj sin? What's your son's name? Zove se. Kako se zove tvoj prijatelj? Prijatelj, friend. Kako se zove tvoj prijatelj? What's your friend's name? Zove se, and then name. Kako se zove tvoj pas? Pas, dog. What's your dog's name? Zove se, add the name. Kako se zove tvoja mačka? Mačka, maybe you're a cat person. What's your cat's name? What's your cat's name? Yeah. Zove se, and so on. So, I believe that you have learned zovem se, my name is, or ja se zovem. Zoveš se, or ti se zoveš. Zove se, for the third person singular, or on se zove, if it's a guy, his name is. Ona se zove, if it's a girl, her name is, or just say zove se for both genders. Zove se, that's like his or her name is. When you want to ask a question, what's your name? Please say kako se zoveš. Okay? And let me show you once again, like this is Unit 1, Lesson 1. in our book. So we have first the structures, then the short vocab list where you have Serbian words in bold and the translation to English. And then you have the short texts, and then they're all translated. Don't worry, it's translated to English. And then you have the questions that you need to answer and a little bit of, again, explanations in English. Let's move on to the second unit, second lesson, and that is where we learn basic ways to greet people in Serbian. So let's say you just want to say hi, and it's very informal. You can say ciao. So you're saying, what is this woman saying? Isn't ciao Italian? Well, it is, but we use it here in Serbia too, and in Croatia for that matter. That's used ciao in Bosnia, in Montenegro, okay? Ciao, ciao. Zdravo is another way to greet people. Zdravo is a little bit more formal, but it still means hi. Zdravo or ciao. Then, if you want to ask, how are you? You can say kako si, okay? Kako si, that's an informal way to ask somebody, oh, how are you doing? Dobro, dobro sam, hvala. I'm good, I'm fine, thanks. Kako ste would be a formal way to ask somebody, how are you? Kako ste? Dobro sam. I'm okay. Kako si, if you're on the first name basis. Kako ste, if it's a more formal situation. What you can also say when somebody says, aha, oh, ciao, kako si, hi, how are you? You can say, dobro, dobro sam, a ti? Aha, that's like, what about you? A ti? Kako si ti? That's like if it's informal. And if it's a bit more formal, you can say, a vi, kako ste vi? And you? How about you? If you're more formal with that person, if you're not on this first name basis. Okay, then you can also say šta ima novo. That's what's up. Šta ima novo. What's up? Ništa posebno, not much. Ništa, nothing. Not much, ništa posebno. Okay? Šta ima novo? What's up? Nema ništa, nothing. Same old, no? Nema ništa. Okay. So, if you want to say hi, say ciao. If you want to say hello, say zdravo. If you want to say how are you, say kako si. If it's informal, if it's more formal, say kako ste. If you're answering to the question kako si, say dobro sam, I'm fine. A ti, and you, kako si ti? How are you? If you want to ask what's up, what's new, please say šta ima or šta ima novo. And if you want to answer to that question, please say nema ništa, nothing new, ništa posebno, nothing much. If it's morning, you can say dobro jutro, dobro jutro. We use that, say, by 10 a.m. or maybe 11. You can say dobro jutro. After that, you'll say dobar dan. Okay? Dobro jutro. Oh, dobro jutro. Kako ste? Odlično, super. A ti? Aha. Dobar dan later during the day. Dobar dan. Kako ste? Dobro. A vi? Kako ste? Dobro veče is good evening. So, dobro jutro, morning. Dobar dan, after 10 or 11 a.m. And then dobro veče in the evening. When you're leaving and you want to say bye, you have a few options. You can say doviđenja, doviđenja, that's like goodbye. Or prijatno, prijatno, have a good one. Lepo se provedi, that will be have a good time. I ti, you too. Srećno, good luck. Or you can say sretno, same thing. Srećan put, for example, have a safe trip. Or sretan put. Vidimo se, see ya later, that's informal. Čujemo se, talk to you soon, that's also a bit informal. So, ciao, hi, zdravo, hello, dobro jutro, good morning, Dobar dan after 11. Dobro veče, good evening. Doviđenja, bye. Prijatno, have a good day, have a good one. Srećno, good luck. Vidimo se, see you later. Čujemo se, talk to you later. Now, look at this. This is page 6 in your book, Serbian for Beginners. You have all these phrases listed, and they're in bold, the Serbian version, and then you have English translation right next to it. And I'm hoping that if you order the book and you listen to this video, you can combine studying with your textbook and also listening to me pronouncing all these words. So it should be easy enough for you to be able to follow. And now listen to your first short Serbian conversations. Yes, you're ready. Listen carefully. Ćao. Ćao. Kako si? Dobro. A ti? Sve okej. Šta ima novo? Ništa posebno. Kod tebe? Nema ništa. Dobro sam. Okay, that was the real conversation that you, I hope, understood. Or maybe partly. Okay, this is the second conversation. Dobro jutro. Kako ste? Dobro, hvala. A vi? Odlično. Srećno na prezentaciji. Good luck on your presentation. Srećno na prezentaciji. Hvala lepo. Vidimo se kasnije. Thanks so much and see you later. So this was a little bit more formal, huh? Could you hear the difference? Let's hear the third conversation. Doviđenja, prijatno. Bye bye. Have a good one. Doviđenja. Vidimo se sutra. Bye. See you tomorrow. Vidimo se. Prijatno veče. See ya. Have a good evening. And the fourth conversation for you. Ćao. Zdravo. Kako si? Super. A ti? Super. Huh? We use that. Great. Super. A ti? Sve okej. Everything's okay. Sve okej. Šta ima? Šta ima novo? What's up? Ništa posebno. Not much. Kod tebe? With you? Isto. Same. Vidimo se kasnije. See you later. Vidimo se. See ya. So here, these are the conversations that I have just read. So they're all given in Serbian, in bold, and then English translation. And that's your first 2 lessons. Now you already speak some Serbian. You know how to introduce yourself. You know how to greet people. And this is where we stop for now. Next time we'll do some more learning together, hopefully. But in the meantime, make sure you contact me for some online conversational classes of Serbian language, or order your copy of Serbian for Beginners to help you get started. This journey will be very, very interesting. That much I can promise. Serbian language is not an easy one to learn, but it's so much fun. It's beautiful, and I can definitely help you in that process and support you in all the ways that you might need support. So please contact me, bojanabastadamjanovic @gmail.com, or just contact me via phone. My number is 381-6289-50866. All the contact information is given also below this video. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you for your attention, and good luck. Good luck with studying Serbian. Srećno, good luck. Vidimo se, see you soon. Čujemo se, we'll talk soon. Bye bye. Doviđenja, prijatno, hvala. Thank you.